And some of the surprises can also be called failure. We should talk about it and get used to it because failure is always an option in these experiments. There are going to be a ton of times over the course of your career that you launch something new and exciting, you're super jazzed about, that maybe just flops with your users. So to get you comfortable, I'll tell you a story of one of my failures. We had this new user cohort at our company. It was a different branch of the product that just launched. And so these users were unlike any other cohorts we had, but were really similar to each other. And we wanted to take advantage of those similarities and build a referral program so they could spread word of mouth that this new product was available and a great fit for users like them. Tons of work went into this. We had new tools, new campaigns, just tech and creative hours out the wazoo. And we were so excited to launch, built it up in a lot of pre-presentations, launched it, and nothing, not even crickets. So we launched it again and again. And after a few invites, it was clear that what we had was not working. And that hurt. It stung that all of this work seemed to garner nothing. And this is where you switch the mindset from success and failure to instead adventuring and celebrating what you've learned, because that is where growth comes. By bringing visibility into what didn't work and grounding it in the context of why it didn't work in light of your user mystery, you're going to do three things. You're going to understand the user mystery. For us, the mystery was, how do we get organic word of mouth? And wonder why it didn't work. And then you have a better game plan for next time. So it's not about validating the work that you've done. It's not about retroactively trying to say like, oh, it did work. We were just trying to answer something different. It's about recognizing that when something fails, you are plunged into unfamiliar territory. So for this referral program, it was a compensated program. Users received like $50 for every referral they made. It was personalized. They could add their own notes, their own flavor to it. And it didn't work. I was someone who had worked in e-commerce in the past, and I was baffled that what didn't work was money and personalization. Like, who were these weirdos? But I had to remember that the results are all about unique users. What worked for tons of users in the past did not make sense for this group. And so we as a team used those aspects that didn't work as landmarks to find our way to a new territory. So we knew that compensation didn't work because we tested highlighting it or not in campaigns. And so instead we shifted towards focusing on business results. How will this referral transform your business? We saw that customization didn't work because users were bouncing off the page. They didn't want to have to fill out things. So we focused on tightening the process, making it more of a one click and done. And this started to shape the path of where we were going. It wasn't an instant, yes, this works, no, it doesn't. It was a direction of where we need to go. And we once again tied it back to the question of what is driving word of mouth for these users. What we ultimately learned was that the tool needed those tweaks, but really it was the user need that we weren't addressing. These folks wanted referrals as a leader to employee feeling, not a peer-to-peer. And by shifting that focus, we saw much more powerful conversions and results. And it didn't mean just going back and dismantling what we had done, saying, oh, well, and trying a totally different tactic. We were able to make use of all that work and have really powerful change. And by bringing positive energy and connectivity to those conversations, the connectivity being, okay, we have this learning, what are we going to do with it? It will facilitate everything that we've discussed today. It's going to build trust so you can move faster, take bigger risks, ease people into it, get them used to learning and growing, and find your answers. Because all we're looking to do is answer questions